Hey guys, this is Casual from nerdhammer.net with a YouTube battle report. This is game 1 of Outside the Box Games. They had their birthday bash this past weekend. Well, actually, it's 2 weekends ago now. Pretty busy. Wanted to get these reports up earlier, but just a lot going on in springtime, and I'm staring down the barrel of getting married, so there's a lot of planning going on. But here we go. First round, I dropped some vampire counts, and if you watch my reports, you see that I really don't play too many vampire counts armies. So let's get on with it. On his left side, he has a unit of dogs. He has a Terrorgeist, big unit of ghouls. I think he has level 2 in there. Let's get the mouse out here. Yeah, this unit of ghouls has level 2. There's his vampire, fully kitted, all the good stuff. She's in with the Graveguard. Another bunker behind of zombies. Actually, this is level 2 right there. Corpse cart, some black knights, big block of ghouls, which really scare me because the poison is so bad for Big Papa. Another Terrorgeist in behind, and a unit of dogs. Right away, I know it's got to be Big Papa versus the vampire. He's the only thing that I have that can kill that vampire and get that crumble going. As far as the ghouls, I gotta keep him away from Big Papa. All those poison attacks on him are not gonna be that great. So here we go. This is turn 1 Demons. I had a lot of blurry pictures this game. I just got a new phone, the Samsung Galaxy S5, and the camera's awesome, but at first the pictures weren't coming out too good. As the battle reports go on and the pictures go on of the day, pictures get a little bit better. But anyway, so I push up pretty fast here in the center. My beast out in front with my plague drones tucked in behind. I have another single beast right here. Forgetting that Black Knights is my inexperience with playing them, but Black Knights are ethereal on a charge, so they can go right through there. And I'm actually giving them a pretty decent charge into this guy. The objective for this round is this objective piece right here. You have to have the most wounds within it to control it, and I think it's worth about 500 victory points, so it's definitely something to fight over, and we're both going for it. We're kind of looking towards the middle to plug everything up and go to work. One thing I know with VC, I gotta kill the Terrorgeist, right? I mean, they can scream into combat, all types of crazy shit, so my skull cannons are going to be absolutely pivotal this round, or this game, so let's see how they do. So over here, I shoot at that Terrorgeist. I don't do anything. I actually blow up one of my cannons. Awesome. And the other one misfires. So yeah, didn't do any wounds to Terrorgeist. That's unfortunate. And you see the right side here, I got my Furies, and I have my bunker with Epidemia Sin in it. So yeah, not off to a great start for turn 1. Yeah, another blurry picture just showing the cannon misfiring. It could fire next turn, but yeah, that's unfortunate. I would have liked to at least got one Terrorgeist down in the first round. That would have been huge for me. So turn 1 vampire counts, and he does take those Black Knights into the single beast. That's unfortunate. Maybe the beast can hold up. That'd be awesome if it could. But otherwise, he's going to get an easy overrun of my plague drones and at a weird angle. So yeah, that's a bummer. He brings his dogs up here to chaff the Great Unclean One. It's a good move. Over here, his dogs move up. He's just, I think you get maybe a bonus point in the tournament if you have one of your units in your opponent's deployment zone, so he's just making sure he has that guaranteed. And here in the center, he does get, is it Van Helsing's Macabre? I don't know, one of those. But he gets to move all his units, so he brings his vampire right up into my beasts, and I think I'm okay with that. I think I can take the beasts in. They're going to do enough damage to the Graveguard that it should counterbalance how much the vampire does. After combat, yeah, the Black Knights took care of the single beast and overrun into the plague drones. That's unfortunate. The plague drones are going to be stuck there for a little while. I think the plague drones can beat them, but yeah, just being stuck, that sucks. So Demons turn 2. And there's my opponent. He's a fun guy. He actually got my vote for best sportsman of the day, and he actually won the award. So that's pretty awesome. Really great player. I've seen him around OTB lots. This is the first time I got to get a game with him. So yeah, he's a really nice guy, and he didn't mind getting his picture taken. So let's move on. We got Great Unclean One does go into the dogs. Just gonna gonna clear them out and reform. I do take the beast into his vampire with the Graveguard. I feel okay with that. I think I could challenge out the vampire, limit some of those attacks, get some attacks on the Graveguard. At best maybe I could tie that battle, or put it in my favor where he might be taking some crumble. I fly my Furies up to chaff up the ghouls. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there. I might sacrifice Epi's bunker to them just to keep them away from the Great Unclean One. I always forget that at OTB you can't enter buildings. And when I deployed, I thought I could. That's why I was going to pop Epi out of his unit and throw his unit in that building, and be able to use the buildings to some effectiveness. But yeah, it couldn't happen when I realized it. So I was like, well, he's kind of out of position. But that's okay, we'll make do. I decided to throw my cannon, who couldn't fire this turn anyway, into this knight unit. I figure with the impact hits and the rest of the attacks, I could get through that unit. But yeah, it didn't work. I actually took a wound on the skull cannon, and I reformed the plague drones to just get an extra attack or two in. Probably was a mistake bringing the cannon in, but I didn't know what else to do with them. Maybe it would have been better off trying to charge around there and get in the Terrorgeist, and I could have reformed these plague drones wider to get more attacks in. But yeah, that's unfortunate. And look at the beast, man! Did the vampire whip up on them and threw a bad instability test? I'm down to one beast with 2 wounds on him. So at least they didn't die on my turn where he could do what he wants. So he is going to have to clear him out first, and then I'll be able to do my charges as I need. Yeah, my opponent was rolling really well for his magic phases too in this game. And vampire counts turn 2. So he flies his Terrorgeist over, and he's going to be screaming at these units here in combat, which is going to be pretty painful. The Corn Cannon's only leadership 7. He can't benefit from my general's leadership, of course, because of my general being Nurgle. So he just shuffles around his back lines a little bit. He brings his dogs over here. I don't even know why I'm taking a picture of it. And he brings his ghouls into the Furies. He'll make short work of them. And after combat, yeah. Actually, I don't even know if this was after combat, but he did. I think he screamed my cannon off. And he's down to one Black Knight left, and my drones are kind of stuck there. So that's a bummer. I would really like to have them available on my turn so that I could make some charges. I'd have a flank into his Graveguard unit and whatnot. So yeah, that's a bummer that he stuck around with 1 left. And not sure what this is showing. I think it's just he's getting magic up. He's getting he strikes first, I think, and just it's just brutal. He's having great magic phases, and there's only so much that I can stop. He has the Sig spell twice, so yeah, it's tough. It's been tough magic phases for me. So turn 3 demons with more blurry pictures. I decided to do it. Why not? I got to get Great Unclean One against the vampire, and I bring in my Plague Bearers so that I have some extra ranks. You can see here I actually, in one of my turns, I grew 4 Plague Bearers, so my block is a little bit bigger there. This is actually after combat. My Plague Drones did kill the final Black Knight and are facing, maybe a dual charge from the Terrorgeist, or he's going to scream at me. But look at over here. Big Papa took 4 wounds from the vampire. It turned out he had always strikes first up, so he was swinging at Big Papa first. We were tied in initiative, so he didn't get rerolls, and so I think one of my main mistakes here was not challenging the vampire out with the Great Unclean One, because my Thunderstomps would have been able to hit him instead of hitting the unit. So that was unfortunate. That was a mistake on my part. When I was attacking the vampire, I actually got a couple wounds through, but he ward saved them all. I didn't even know a vampire could have a 4-up ward save. I thought it was limited to 5 for some reason, but there you go. Again, my inexperience of playing him. He rolled very well. I mean, if that goes the other way, the vampire's dead. But yeah, that's unfortunate. And now look at how this is lined up. You got Crypt Ghouls who can just come right into the flank of Big Papa, who only has 2 wounds left. Yeah, so it was kind of an all or nothing play, and I should have had another plan to keep those ghouls in line. You know, I didn't have any chaff left, but I did have that Plague Bear unit. I could have done something with them, bring them up. I just kind of wasted them just sitting behind that building. Yeah, so it's not looking good for the demons. Turn 3 vampire counts. I know you're sick of blurry pictures, so am I. This is after combat. Yeah, he brings the ghouls in the side of Big Pop. It didn't take long. They had always strikes first up. Yet again, they kill him outright and overrun into the Plague Bearers, who really didn't take too many wounds that turn. They stuck around pretty well. I think my count's, you know, pretty decent. He grew some Grave Guard back, just shuffles his lines around. He's flying Terrorgeist around. Turn 4 demons. Yeah, now I finally have full tally. Big deal. I bring Jones into the side of the Grave Guard. I actually do pretty well in this combat. You know, there's not too many Grave Guards left, but I did challenge out the vampire with my BSB, who he killed. I just threw him in the back here because, you know, I had that extra base of Plague Bears. So that helped limit some of that. I think he even had to take a crumble test after it was all said and done, but yeah, it doesn't really affect him too much. Turn 4 vampire counts. Yeah, it goes to work and pops the Plague Bears, pops the Plague Drones. He actually brought his corpse card into the flank of them, and that was pretty much the end of it. You see his Terrorgeist flying around. He did scream into the Plague Bearers. That hurt them. Their leadership's down to 7 now without Big Papa and no Herald in there. And then it's just showing his reform here. I was desperately trying to bring, you know, Epi's unit over to do some redirecting, but I failed at that. Turn 5 demons. Yeah, what else is there to do? I bring Epidemia Sin to the ghouls, who I'm sure have always strikes first. And after combat, yeah, they killed Epidemius pretty easily. And yeah, it's just looking like that. Oh yeah, turn 5 after combat. To put the nail in the coffin, I rolled box cards on my instability test, which removed the unit. And that's how you lose the vampire counts. So I got 1125. You only get 10 for losing, so it wasn't, you know, 11 kind of sounds impressive sometimes in a 20-0 system. But yeah, that was a tough loss. Great opponent though, really nice guy. I had a great time playing him. It was definitely the most fun game of the day. Things just started real sour right off the bat. I needed to get at least one of his Terrorgeists down, and it's tough to see in this battle report because it doesn't look like they did much. But if you've played Vampire Counts, you know that Scream is brutal. Just doing wounds based on, what is it? Is it like a leadership test, or they roll 3 dice and add it to your leadership? I don't know how it goes, but I know it takes wounds off, and they could do it in the combat. So that's round 1, guys. Yeah, it took a beating on that one. The Vampire Counts really whooped up on me. So come back for the next one.